Well, hello everybody. I'm going to get something straight here. Uh, we're in Arizona, and a YouTuber came to Arizona. He was up visiting North Rim of the Grand Canyon. Well, he was doing good with his videos. He liked the place till he ran into a situation where he ran out of water. So he decided to go down to a campground and get some water. Well, he keeps saying that he does research and all that stuff for before he goes anywhere, and he's got all kinds of plans. Well, when he decided to come down here, he did his research. He found a place to go to and everything, but he never realized that northern Arizona, North Rim, the water is very scarce unless you go down to the Colorado River, and he didn't want to hike 4 miles down to get the water. It's a situation where he did proper research. In Arizona, there's a law. It's not in the books, but it's more of a courtesy thing, just like if you pull over to the side and let a bunch of traffic because you're too slow to go by. Well, you don't refuse anybody water. You give them water no matter what. Now, he wanted 40 gallons to last whatever. Well, it's kind of hard for people to spend that kind of money because the well's not deep enough. They don't have the resources, so they couldn't give him so much water. Well, she called the ranger, and the ranger finally felt sorry for him and gave him the water. Well, I haven't been up to North Rim, so I really don't know too much about the water situation. But down here at Sick Graves, Coconino Park, Tonto, federal parks and national forests, they got places where you can get water, dump your tanks, and your garbage. Well, there's minimal fee. Well, down here they got it, so you go down there and you pay dump fees. It's like $7, and you get free water. $7 for a big bag of garbage. Unless you got a little one, it's still $3 no matter what, because they go by the bag. So, and I asked the host there, and the host said to me that water is free. They tell people come out, they go there, just don't worry about it. Just come up here and get the water. Then when you come and dump the tank before you head home, so you get all your 40 gallons of water, 50 gallons. My home held more than that. And she says I can fill it up all I want to, all the way till it's full, so that's what we did. So we pay our fees, which helps the National Forest and the rangers and stuff, because they get a lot of volunteers, because Uncle Sam is worried about Amtrak back east in Washington, New York area for the politicians, and the heck with everybody out west. So let's get out of that situation. I don't want to talk about it. Well, he decided to leave Grand Canyon, and then he went up to Utah. Well, then he would start showing some decent footage and stuff, and it was fine. And then all of a sudden he started going and start talking about people going to the bathroom out in the middle of nowhere. Now, see, this is where we get in a situation where he needs to get his facts straight, because again, he didn't do his research complete. Well, yes, they do go to the bathroom. There's toilet paper all over the place, and I understand that. But the fact he didn't tell you was that a lot of the places that the toilet paper goes to and stuff, because people from the east are the ones that are doing it. So they're not telling you the truth, because like I said, the people from the east are the ones that trashing the place up. You get your van people, your car people, and some RVers that just trash. I don't care color, creed, or whatever you are. If you're trash, you're trash. Well, we've got a YouTuber. He's pretty good size, and he's telling people to come out here west, because all this free land, they can do whatever they want, pee whatever. Well, he had one little short video telling you how to use a bucket. Well, that's fine and dandy, but I guarantee you, you get caught putting feces in a dumpster they will call the health department. You will get arrested because that's illegal. I don't care what he says, and I don't care how big a YouTuber he is, and I don't care what state you're in. To me, I don't think he's actually doing a bunch of stuff. He goes around in circles in a certain area, and then if somebody comes up, then he kind of has an interview, as far as I'm concerned, because most of the area that he shoots the video looks exactly the same. So that's beside the damn point. Now, this other guy, when he was doing this feces and stuff, then all of a sudden he started going and talking about it. Well, let me give you an example. We were camped out in one of our favorite parks, and it was boondocking. Van pulled up right next to us, not even 20 feet away. So the first thing that happened, they opened the door, took and threw out the pee buckets. Now that's 20 feet from my door. And the way we camp around here in the West is you got a camping area, you park there, you don't go park right next to somebody unless you're invited. Well, we have people coming up for that weekend anyway. We were there ahead of time to reserve a spot. But they weren't there. Well, when I told her about her throwing her pig bucket, she got very defensive. And she said, well, I'm just going to be here. And I said, I don't care if you be here, but you can't camp here because I got friends coming up. Well, this lady was from New Mexico, and she thought she owned Arizona. So we finally got in an argument, and she went inside the van, closed the windows, sit there for a while. I don't know what she was doing. Next thing I know, she comes out, and she goes out, and she used to go number one. Now she went from 20 feet to 30 feet, and she wasn't really covered up, so I got a good view. Well, anyway, she did her number one, threw the toilet paper down, got in her van, sit there for a while, and looked like she was trying to find a different place because I told her I had company just to leave. Well, when she was leaving, she called me a few names, and I noticed that the toilet paper was laying around. Now, that's why I don't like people in vans or cars, because that's what they do. And a lot of the campers, tent campers, do the same thing. Well, here, that's all you have to do is dig a hole, which you can get a little trolley shovel from anywhere, and you can dig 6 inches down, or you can get a little bigger shovel, 6 inches down, do your number one, put your toilet paper in there and cover it up. I mean, it's how hard can you get? I've seen a 7-year-old do it. Now, she left everything out. Well, I wasn't going to stay there, so because it was late in the afternoon, so the next day we left. We were gone for over 2 or 3 months, so we decided to go back to another place close by, and they were pretty full. So I went back around that area, but I wasn't going to sit there where they were at. Well, there was another van there, and two cars. Now, all 3 of them were from out of state. I don't know where they were at, but they were from the east. I know they were out of state. They were from the east. I don't remember exactly what they were. So we drove by there because I had to pick up some water, and I went to the station to get water and stuff, and I seen they were gone. So we figured we'd get water after the dumping tanks, we'd go back there. Well, that nice pretty area that I picked up from the last time was nothing but feces and toilet paper. Well, a guy was down there, and he said, yeah, he yelled at him the night before because he caught him going to the toilet. I mean, there's a distance between, but that's beside the point, and he didn't want to see them go to the toilet. So you Easterners are the ones that are making it. So this guy that made that YouTube, and he's complaining about how filthy and everything it is out here, you ought to go back and look where he's from, because every place you got to go, you got to pay for it. It's not like it is out here. There's a few spots the hunters go to, and they were trashing that in some other time before they closed them down. So you ain't going to have nowhere to go back east either, so you want to come over here and trash our state. And a lot of the places, Colorado, Utah, they're closing the places down. Well, Now we know why. So don't start saying us RV locals are doing it. Now I've been to parks and the local people will come by, and if they see people with vans in cars, to let them stay the night in case, so they won't kill somebody. But if they stay more than one day, then they'll start driving around. They're going to start playing loud music, doing donuts, just to harass you to leave. Now we got an RV, we don't have no problems. And I talked to people in different states that said the same thing. I talked to other RVers, and they hate van people and car people. So don't listen to this guy that tells you you can come out here and do anything you want. Now he wants to talk about the van builds and car builds and people living in cars. Well, I ran into a situation. I had an older RV. I went back east where he's from too, in his favorite area that he loves so much, other than Texas. And I had a fuel problem. I tried to get him to give me a fuel pump. They wouldn't do it. It cost me close to $1,000 to get messing around. I got frustrated. I came back here in Arizona to fix it. Finally, I babied it, and I finally made it here. It took me twice as long to get here. So those mechanics back there, they don't know nothing as far as I'm concerned. To put up a computer, if it's older than 204, they don't know nothing. They think they do, and they'll come up with different ideas. So you people fixing all those old vehicles, well, you better have a lot of money, because if you don't have a lot of money, you're going to be on the side of the road, and I've seen them all over the place in Colorado, where people are breaking down, and their caravans, or whatever they call them, and there was half a dozen, and the other people were out there asking for money. They even had the kids out there trying to panhandle because they didn't have any money, because they keep listening to this old kook about coming out here and build an old van and stuff. Go shit all over the place. We don't care, it's out west. Well, that's the story of the whole situation. Well, you ain't going to get it done. Well, I got sick and tired of people not being able to work on it and taking my money, so I just went and bought a new one so I can scan it, because I can't afford to spend that kind of money to buy a computer to do that. And plus, your old cars, if they got a computer on, they're hard to get parts for. You got to know somebody who knows how to do the computers, and if you don't know anything what to do, then you're out of luck. So that's the whole story of the whole situation. So you all have a good time. Welcome to come out here, but don't trash our western states. We're getting tired of this out-of-towners coming in, or Easterners coming over and just trashing our area. I was talking to a forest ranger, and we were talking about the people using toilets, throwing garbage and stuff out. He said, do not confront them. What you need to do is act like you're taking a selfie, make sure you get their license plates, or if you got a dash cam, turn the dash cam on and get their license plates, and then you email that situation to them with a little caption to let them know what's going on, and they'll take care of it. He said, do not confront them. That was that's what he said. So I guess that's what we need to start doing if we want to clean up this place and have good, clean camping grounds.